What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Lockdown 23-1. And today we are back to the prison info you must know if you gotta go. That's right, this is gonna be something pretty important. It is about correctional officers, okay? There's many types of correctional officers, and exactly what is their purpose? A lot of people got the mind state that they are there to protect you. That is their first priority. It is not. It is not, my friend. I'm here to tell you that is not their first priority. Their first priority is to keep people from escaping. That's it. That is their main top priority. Keep inmates from escaping that prison or facility. Number two is to keep order, balance within the institution. Your safety is somewhere around 6 or 7 on the list, for real. I mean, you can ask, I'm sure there's plenty of prison guards that watch my channel. Hey, y'all know the truth. Now check it out. There's another thing a lot of people don't really recognize when it comes to correctional officers, okay? Deputies, sheriffs, whatever. Whoever's holding that inmate behind bars, okay? Whoever's trying to keep that control of those inmates. There's something a lot of inmates don't know about these people, okay? They're just like me and you. For real. They got a different occupation, but they're just like me and you. So what does that mean, really? What am I trying to say? Am I trying to say they deserve as much respect as we do? Yes, in some ways no. But, that's a horrible profession to pick. Imprisoning people. I just could never see myself doing it. I can't even work in a zoo because every time I walk in a zoo, I look at the animals and I feel like they're in prison. I don't know, maybe a lot of people would understand that feeling if they're actually locked up behind a cage. But anyways, okay, so let's say you're working as a security guard in a high school that doesn't really have too much drama going on and you're just sitting around in a chair all day, okay? You're a younger guy. You got stamina. You want adrenaline rush and stuff like that. Now, if the security guard is an older lady, it's probably not going to fit her criteria to do what I'm about to say. But if it's a younger guy, like most security guards usually are in high schools or something like that, or they got police officers, young police officers, they're sitting there and if they get that call, they're like fighting in the cafeteria or in prison or something, fighting in the chow hall. Man, they are gonna fly to it, okay? A lot of them don't even follow procedure. You'll see 2-3 guys fly into the scene when really that's not procedure for correctional officers. But that's what I'm saying. These low-level prisons, you're gonna see characters with these correctional officers, okay? If they're young, they're trying to get into action, they're going to fly to the scene, okay? Fly there because they want to get their hands dirty too. They want to have some adrenaline running through their veins, you know what I mean? So when you're in like low-level prisons, these security guards, they might be there quick to help you with your security and your safety, believe it or not. I've seen it. I've seen guards fly to the scene. But I'll tell you another thing, when you start getting up in those higher level prisons, you're really going to see a change of pace in the correctional officers, whether they're young and trying to get into the mix a little bit with some fighting, maybe some knees, or get on the ground, you know what I mean? You're going to see a big change of pace and your safety is really going to go out the window. And I'm here saying this because I saw a video the other day and it really reminded me of a couple scenarios that I went through in my life in a higher level prison. Where prison guards, they won't help you. You know what I mean? It'll literally be about 30 minutes before they come in. So check it out. A lot of people, when they get to a higher level prison, their safety when it comes to guards, it lowers dramatically because they are literally trained. Not only do they see a lot more stuff going on in a higher level prison when it comes to fights, shanks, whatever the case is, drugs, coming in through visitation, whatever the case is, they see a lot more action. So they really don't want that much action going on. They want to be like those level 1, 2 correctional officers where they're just sitting around, walking around, they're not really worried about nothing. You know what I mean? But these guys, okay, when you get into the higher level prisons, these guards, they do have something to worry about because their life can be ended just as quick as the inmates. And it can happen at level 1 or 2, but it's very rare, you know what I mean? When you get to those higher level prisons, those guards are going to be acting totally different. For real. They are. Not only are they going to be in the mix, doing dirt on the side with inmates, because, these inmates got life, that's their life, so they done figured out a way to do what they got to do with correctional officers. But they're also trained totally different. For real. I'm talking about they get different weapons. They got different procedures. Okay, let's say you're getting shanked in a prison block. Okay, most of the time, it's quick and over. It's done fast, quick, fast, and in a hurry. It's usually one person does it to another guy in a blind spot, and it's done before a guard even knows what happens, or an inmate. That's usually how it happens. Now, this video someone sent me the other day, man, it was absolutely insane. I actually put on my Patreon. It was a crazy video, man. They literally shanked dude up in the middle of the pod day room. 2 dudes got on one guy. That was more of like a statement. They were trying to make a statement. They wanted everyone to see it. They didn't care about the police. It was a statement. Now, this is the insane part about it, okay? It literally went on for 3 minutes. Dude was getting stabbed for 3 minutes straight by 2 other guys. Well, actually, I think it was 3 now that I think about it. For 3 minutes straight. No guards, nothing. While an inmate is recording it from his cell phone in the cell. You know what I mean? Like, for real. This is, you know, when you get to these level prisons, man, it is totally different. It really will put the fear of God in your heart, especially seeing something like that, man. Everyone should see a video like that. It might deter them from going to the penitentiary. These inmates recording fights and stuff in prison, they don't even know it. But for real, they are doing right because they're deterring a lot of people. They're like, man, that is not where I want to go. You know what I mean? So for real, they think it's all cool and all that, but a lot of young folks are seeing these videos and they're like, wow, man, ain't no way I'm going there. You know what I mean? And the one that I saw yesterday, I've seen a lot of crap in my life, and that one was treacherous. But the guards didn't come in for 3 minutes. And then, even after 3 minutes came, the video ended, but all they were doing was popping flashbangs. You know what I mean? Popping flashbangs. Usually, correctional officers, they are not going to come in there. Their safety is much, much more important than yours. For real. They're there to keep you from escaping. They're there to keep order. So when something like that happens, a riot, or it's just you being victimized by 5 other guys, you're going to be sitting there being victimized for probably about a maximum of 10 minutes. You know why? Because these guards, they are trained to sit there and observe, call for backup, wait for the riot squad to put on all their gear, okay? You think they're putting on gear like firefighters? You know, where they just jump in that little one, and they jump right in their suit jumps on them? No, it ain't like that. These guys got to strap on all this gear, put on this helmet, and then they have to come together, figure out exactly how they're going to go in. I mean, of course they're trained for it, but when it happens, a lot of these guys, it might be their first time doing it. The whole time that they're getting ready to do all this stuff, you're getting stabbed 40, 70 times. Your life's over, my friend. All because the procedure is not for your safety. It's not for your safety. It is for the guard's safety. That's right. Always remember that, man. Them guards are not there to protect you. That's not their first priority. Excuse me. That's not their first priority. I know a lot of them I've seen guards jump in the mix really quick, but it wasn't no higher level prisons. You know what I mean? Another thing, man, when it comes to these prison guards, I don't know what it is. If you think going to prison and doing drugs is cool, think again, man. You know how many people I've seen OD in prison? I know for a fact they're dead. I know for a fact they were ODing for 30 minutes before they even took them out the block. You know what I mean? I know they were dead. I've seen 2 dudes, I told a story about this, 2 dudes ODing, man. It took them about 10, 15 minutes to bring a stretcher. Well, first they brought 2 wheelchairs. That's right. So then they had to wait to get the stretchers. You get an OD call on the freaking intercom and you're bringing 2 wheelchairs? They don't even bring no stretchers. So they're sitting there dying, if not already dead, waiting for their mistake to go get the stretchers. They put them on slow, and they don't even run them out. They don't even run you out. They walk you out. You think they're going to run out there like they're paid emergency 911 workers? Think again. No. These correctional officers, man, I tell you what. I'm sure there's plenty out there that watch my stuff and they can co-sign to what I'm saying. You know what I mean? There are some out there that really care for another inmate, another person, okay? They're probably usually the newer guys, okay? They might see something go on and they'll intervene and actually forget all about their rules and regulations and procedures and help. But that is so rare. Now, if they get a call on the radio saying correctional officer needs assistance because the inmate's about to fight the correctional officer, man, there's going to be about 40 they're going to have every freaking person working in that building, even the janitors up in that pod in under 30 seconds. It's absolutely insane. You see uniforms coming from everywhere. But let it be against an inmate, it's going to be slow-paced and slow-rolled, my friend. Stuff's real. You can scream for help all you want, laying there doing whatever's being done to you. You know what I mean? You can sit there and scream until its very end, until you take the last scream. You know what I mean? Ain't no one gonna come in there, man. Prison is a scary place, man. It really is. I look back at it sometimes, and especially after seeing videos like that, and I was like, man, how have I done so much time in there and came out unscathed? It's unbelievable. And, a lot of people probably, because the prisons you were in were soft. They weren't soft, my friend. They were far from soft. I've seen some vicious stuff. Far from soft. But just looking back at it, man, it's just such an eye-opener to see that, I've actually lived it, Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this little breakdown of correctional officers, man. If you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, please do it now. I got plenty more where this came from. Plenty of content coming y'all's way. If y'all haven't checked out my Patreon, the link is in the description of the video. I got some vicious videos on there that I found, or people that have sent me on prison, and behind the scene vlogs of what goes on in my life, as well as all the other social media that's in the description, my Twitter, Twitch, and all that good stuff. The gaming, man, I love the game, and they got a lot of good games coming out this year. So until the next time, man, y'all be safe out there, and just remember this, man, correctional officers, police officers, it don't matter what kind of job they are humans just like inmates, okay? They are all humans, and guess what? They all care about their own safety. Don't just because they got a badge and a uniform idolize them to be something higher than yourself. They are not higher than you. They are not. They are people just like you. And if you would have chose a different path, you could have been what they are very easily. Doesn't take no college degree to be a correctional officer or no police officer, okay? Firefighter, whatever. I mean, don't take it. Don't take much. So just remember that. They're all people just like you. They're no better or no worse. Don't ever elevate someone higher than yourself just because of their worth or their occupation.